I'm Kate Kelly with America Comes Alive, where you'll find great stories simply told. When I write articles about the first gasoline-powered automobiles, people often ask, where did they get their gasoline? Good question. Gasoline was a highly flammable byproduct made when oil companies extracted kerosene for lighting. The gasoline was generally discarded. How did it happen that gas became the fuel of choice for automobiles? It started in Europe, where they were developing the internal combustion engine, and they began putting those engines into early automobiles. The success in Europe inspired American automobile inventors to also use combustion engines. After testing different fuels, inventors liked gasoline the best. It combined nicely with an air-fuel mixture and burned relatively cleanly. The only issue was the flammability. To sell the gasoline to consumers, manufacturers needed stores that could handle a combustible liquid safely. Pharmacies and hardware and some general stores were willing to sell small 5-gallon containers of gasoline. But it wasn't super easy as a customer. You had to go inside, make the purchase, and bring out the gasoline and use a funnel to put it into your gas tank. How far could a car go on 5 gallons? 5 gallons was generally enough for driving locally for a week or two. If a longer trip was planned, the driver might buy an extra container of gasoline to take on the trip. Some more expensive cars had permanently installed compartments along the running board to store extra gas, but it was dangerous. Any unexpected impact to the car could cause it to catch fire. Some drivers preferred not to travel with extra gasoline, so they called ahead to stores on their planned route, requesting that a supply of gasoline be held for their arrival. As time went by, things changed. People didn't want to buy containers of gas that they had to funnel into their own automobiles. Fortunately, an entrepreneur from Indiana had a solution. Sylvanus Freelove Bowser had invented a pump that dispensed kerosene, which people needed for their homes. When a market for gasoline came along, Bowser already had the perfect apparatus. He also realized that to service cars and drivers, the storage system needed to be located near the road. He began selling 50-gallon tanks with pumps that he called self-measuring gasoline storage pumps. As those storage systems proliferated, they became known as filling stations, a term you sometimes still hear today. Soon oil companies realized the beauty of the market, and they began opening their own stations to sell gasoline. Gulf Oil was one of the first. Today we have mega stations. While some gas stations have only about a dozen pumps, some of the larger stations on interstate highways have up to 120 pumps. Yet there's still always the question, one day will we all be driving electric? I'm Kate Kelly with America Comes Alive. Look around and see what inspires you.